Good evening. Welcome to another video here on this Esoteric Circle YouTube channel. I am Pete Haskins, and tonight on a snowy evening here in Wisconsin, I'm going to be talking a little bit about hitting rock bottom, what Mouravieff talks about as a moral bankruptcy. So, very serious subject, but I think some of us need to make sure that we hear this message that when night is at its darkest, the light comes. So, blessings to you wherever you're at on your journey right now, and you have friends, and you are loved, and you are important to this world. So, enjoy this video, and give me some comments, and let me know how you're doing. Blessings to you. I'm going to have a reading from Boris Mouravieff's Gnosis 1. This is from chapter 17. And this is a section in this later chapter in the book regarding lying. Lying to oneself, lying to others. Come to find out, we do a lot of lying. Lying to ourselves in particular. And he says this: the person who starts to struggle against lying to himself must be forewarned of these difficulties and of the possible collapse of some or all of his greatest values. But it also happens that such inner collapses are produced in people who never approached esoteric work, but afterwards come to search for something more solid and permanent. All should know that true esoteric work only begins after the novice has passed through a general bankruptcy and has had his gods helplessly thrown to the ground. I used to work in a jail, and I started a drug rehabilitation program there in southern Indiana. And for 11 years, I worked with drug addicts and alcoholics. And I worked with people who were at the lowest point of their lives. Sometimes people hit rock bottom so many times that they just got a bruise on their head from hitting the bottom, hitting it again, and there they were. They'd come back in the jail and put on that striped onesie, and there we go, waiting for the lawyer and waiting for the judge and waiting for this, and your life passes you by because you're constantly hitting rock bottom. And one of the amazing parts of that was a privilege and an honor to be with people at that point in their lives when they realized that they had nowhere else to go. And, you know, those guards, they would make fun of us, and they would make fun of the inmates in our, what's called the Life After Meth program. And they would make fun of us, and they would say, "Pete, why are you trying to help these drug addicts and alcoholics? Why are you trying to help these people? They're just lying to you. They're lying to you, and they're making fun of you they're just wanting you to come to court with them, and they're just wanting you to write a letter to the judge and blah blah blah." And they said, "This is just jailhouse Jesus, and this is just that's what they'd call it. It's just jailhouse Jesus." And I said, I don't care what they think. I don't care what you think. I don't care what anyone thinks. This person is at rock bottom, and something has their attention. God has their attention. Their gods that have been thrown down on the ground have broken in a million pieces, and that brokenness has gotten their attention, and that's a good thing. So let me just say this to you tonight. If you're at rock bottom and you're watching this video, you're at a good place. You're at the place where you need to be, because that is what all of us have to go through who are interested in true Christianity. All of us have to hit rock bottom, whether you're a drug addict or an alcoholic or not. If you've hit rock bottom and you're able to accept it and realize that this is where you need to be, and to accept the fact that you've hit rock bottom. You're at a great place in your life. You're at the most important place in your life at this point. And realize that. Don't feel guilty. Don't feel bad about it. Don't feel embarrassed. Don't feel mad at yourself. Don't feel desperate. Don't do anything but accept it. And accept the suffering that you're going through right now. Because everything that I've ever read about true Christianity says that you have to hit that place. Whereas Bill W's, and Dr. Bob say, your life has become unmanageable and everything is chaos and everything is destroyed and nothing makes sense. And you have nowhere to go but to your higher power. And you're at a good place. Because if you're not at that place, you're fooling yourself and you're lying to yourself. Let these other people go who criticize you. Whether you're in a jail, you're hearing this video, or whatever's happening in your life, you're at a great place if you're at rock bottom. The people I worked with in that jail for 11 years, they were the best friends I've ever had. Best friends I've ever had. We had a bond that I never had experienced before. And I'm not even an addict or alcoholic. I'm not in recovery. And I would tell them that I'm not. Right at the very, very beginning, the first sentence, I'm not an addict or an alcoholic, and I don't know what you're going through, but I'm here for you and I want to help you. The reason I was there was because they needed help and no one was helping them. And everyone in that community was judging them. And I want you to understand something. There's something noble in hitting rock bottom. And don't you forget it. And you're at the right place where you need to be, but you need to do something about it. You need to do something about it. You need to act on it. And you need to work toward permanence. Instead of just doing this just to get out of trouble, like everyone makes fun of you for. Just doing this just to get in trouble, and then when you get out of trouble, you go right back to it. As Christ says, a dog returns to its vomit. Don't do it anymore. Work toward your essence. Work toward this sense of permanence. Work the 12 steps. Get a sponsor. Do that 4-step. Do that 4-step and then go to 5 and share it with someone. Your moral inventory, your gratitude list, your list of your fears, your sexual misconduct, all that stuff in that step 4. That takes courage. And all those people who made fun of you, all those guards and all those cops, they're not brave enough to do the 12 steps. They're not brave enough to look in themselves and look and realize that they're lying. And they've been lying, and they're bitter men and they're evil men. And of course, there are some guards who are nice, who are kind men. You know what I'm talking about. Use this time at rock bottom to really examine your life. Because that's what the 12 steps are meant to do. It's an examination of your life. And that's all that esoteric Christianity is. Trying to set up an outpost. It's a fort inside you. We call it the magnetic center. And then you springboard to that, to the formation of the higher emotional center. And you work towards salvation, toward permanence. That's it. That's what we're doing. But it all starts with hitting rock bottom and self-examination. Self-examination and confession. Right? That's it. Those are the first really 2 concepts out of the 12 steps that they got out of the Oxford group, Frank Buckman. Those are the ideas that Bill W. and Dr. Bob got that idea of hitting rock bottom and then examining yourself and moving out into that and not looking back, not going back, not returning to that. That's what you're after. Make this one stick. Go for this and allow the Holy Spirit to change you and never go back. Never look back. And make them eat their words, because you are important. And you are a person of integrity. That's who you are. Believe in yourself. You're at rock bottom for a reason. Accept it and move on. You can do this. Let me know how you're doing. Blessings to you.